Hi everyone, Jon Mitchell here, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. So we had the State of the City last week, which I hope you had a chance to see on cable. We had a whole lot to address in the time we were there, but we had a good turnout. Over 500 people were there in attendance, and there were a great number of people who were there in support. So big crowd, and we had a chance to highlight the city's recent successes and all the stuff that we have to do in the years ahead. And there is so much to do, whether it's in continuing to rebuild our infrastructure and continuing to, especially our port, but everything in between, and to continue to improve our schools and make our city safe. There's a lot we can be doing. We've made great strides over the years. Things can get even better still, and so we look forward to that work. And if you haven't seen it, take some time to go through it. What we try to do with the State of City addresses is to really account for what has taken place over the last year and try to give credit where credit is due, but also to point a way forward. So if you haven't seen it, check it out on cable access. The second thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I touched upon it in the State of the City address in part, is the investments we're making with the city's annual capital improvement plan. The emphasis really is on road reconstruction. We have been committed to funding our roadways consistently over time. Before I got into office, the city didn't have what's called a capital plan, right? A plan to rebuild the city's buildings and roadways and so forth. It was sort of done in a opportunistic or ad hoc way, haphazard way. And so what we've had in place now is a plan that funds things like road reconstruction every year and fixes city buildings and does a whole lot of other stuff, replaces consistently things like police vehicles and fire vehicles and so forth. So we've gone from a dedicated investment in roadways every year of $0 to now $3 million, and that'll be $3 million this year, it was last year and next year and so forth. So we will see the improvement in roadways that over time that we've been long wanting. So we're playing catch up after years of disinvestment, but we're going to get there, and it's going to be evident to everybody. I know we talk a lot about roadways, so I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to understand how we're addressing all of that, and that's on top of funds that come from the state as well. So we're going to continue to be in better and better shape as time goes on. The other thing I want to just mention today is the historic districts that were just declared. I proposed and the City Council adopted 2 new historic districts for the downtown. One over on 7th Street by Abolition Row and the new park that's going in there, which will be great to help preserve the abolitionist history of the city. That was really the center of it, not the entirety of it, but certainly the center of it, the street, the block where Frederick Douglass lived, for instance, as well as many others, as well as a historic district around Mechanics Lane. I'm pointing this way because it's right across the street from City Hall. All those little houses on the cobblestone street there are terrific, and they harken back to a time long ago when there were many tradesmen and women in the city doing their thing. That's a lane where a lot of them lived, and that's a pretty cool, and that'll be a nice district. What a historic district does is that it essentially says, it puts requirements on property owners, it puts protections on properties such that if anybody wanted to come in and just like knock all the stuff down, they would have to come to the city and answer for themselves. So that protection has been in place for the historic district for a long time, and now we'll have it for those other 2 places. So that's a good addition to the city. The last thing I just want to say is Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. Happy Mother's Day to my wife, Ann, and to all the mothers out there. I hope you enjoy some well-deserved time off, get a little bit of rest, and I hope that the rest of us do our part in not only thanking you, but maybe giving you a little bit of a break on Sunday. So hats off to all the mothers out there. With that, this has been the Mayor's Weekly Update. We'll see you next week.